WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and you're about to go one-on-one with Talking Taker. Holla!
All right, creatures of the night, anybody out there in the Pod Street crew, welcome to Talking Taker, episode number 231 of our encyclopedic exploration to give the career of the greatest professional wrestling character of all time, The Undertaker. My name is Alex Dorio, and I am one half of the Pod Street crew of the Creatures of the Night. And I am here joined, as always, by my tag team partner, my wrestling buddy, my fellow PSK member. He don't want to close his eyes. He don't want to fall asleep because he'd miss you, baby. And he don't want to miss a thing.
Beautiful. Taking back to middle school.
Travis White. Well, buddy, we're talking about the cinematic classic tonight, Armageddon, starring Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck,
Wondering where that came from.
Liv Tyler. wait, no. Sorry, that's Armageddon '98. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, shoot.
That's not what we're doing tonight. Sorry, wrong intro. We're doing Armageddon 2004 tonight. I should have sang "The End Is Here."
Yeah,
that's the theme song to this show. A forgotten classic, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Featuring The Undertaker in a fatal four-way for the WWE Championship against Booker T, Eddie Guerrero, and JBL. What you think about this one, Travis?
I think that is a wild cornucopia to get Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving just passed, I guess, if we're recording this. Well, as we release this. Yeah, it's a weird cornucopia of fellows, strange bedfellows, if you will. So I like it, though. I like all those guys.
Yeah, you liked Armageddon too, didn't you?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'll take that over Deep Impact any day.
I bet you remember who you saw it with and where you saw it.
Oh, I have the titty stub for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I bet I do. If I could thought hard enough, I could probably tell you who I sat next to. Yeah,
okay.
Which group of girls and boys I saw that with. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Armageddon 04 is the 20-year anniversary of it here, December 2004. It was December 12th, 2004. And I thought it would be appropriate to revisit it here because that's kind of what we've done here in this second half of Talking Taker. We revisited some of our favorites and maybe some overlooked classics. And I think I remember this one being a match that we had never seen before, but we thoroughly enjoyed when we covered it originally. Why is it that you think people don't talk about this match so much?
I think after Survivor Series, I think that just that month of December gets just overlooked in general in wrestling. It's post Thanksgiving and before, it's between Survivor Series and before Royal Rumble, and it's just holidays. Everyone's busy. Nothing ever super important goes on in WWE in that time. Every now and then they'll do some fun stuff to kind of pop the rating or pop the fans or whatever. Like I think. Remember that when Sheamus, like, out of nowhere beat
Cena.
Roman and Cena, too.
Oh, yeah, Roman, too. Yeah,
and
both.
then, and that was when, Roman punched Vince in the face. And so, they'll do random stuff like that. They did, the TLC pay-per-view, and that was when, Punk had the title and Ryder had the title and all those young guys had the title. And it was just, they'll do weird stuff like that every now and then, but nothing ever, really monumental happens in December in WWE. So I think that's what it is. It just gets overlooked. It's an afterthought. That month is.
Yeah, I think it's historically the lowest rated buy rate show of the year, whatever the December pay-per-view is. And
you got college football, you got NFL playoffs and stuff are going on, or no, season's ending, I guess it is rather. Yeah, so it's just a lot going on.
Yeah, it's kind of a holding pattern for WWE, and that's not to say there's not been some great matches, and this is a great match too. But I think also, there are four legends in this match, and they put on a great show. But there's no story going on here, and I think that's maybe why people don't think about this one so much. There's not like a great storyline going into it. We talked a lot about storytelling when we talked about Hell in a Cell last month on that History of the Hell in a Cell episode, and this one doesn't have that so much going into the match. But I think as we revisit this and as we do our watch along for it tonight, I think we're going to remind people that in the ring, it's a classic, and I think it's worth people going out of their way to go back and revisit it here, especially 20 years later.
Yeah, I agree. And I think too, this is JBL's reign, right? So he was very much, I know for me personally, I think you too, we talked about it here, like I hated him so much. Like he did a great job because he made me hate him, but he made me hate him so much that I like wanted to turn the TV off and wasn't interested because I was just so mad. I didn't get it at the time. I couldn't see it till I was older, like how great of a heel he was and what he was doing was so good. But like, I hated that he beat Eddie. I hated all of it. I hated that he was the focal point of the show because I just think he didn't deserve it. And how wrong I was because he was. But like, I think a lot of fans felt that way. They were like, who's this J-Bro as the champion all of a sudden, So I think that has a lot to do with it because, Eddie's Eddie and Taker's Taker and Booker T is Booker T, they're all bona fide stars, even though they're not homegrown like Booker T wasn't, but JBL's JBL, and again, we appreciate him now way more than we did back then. So,
yeah, for sure. We talked about this back when we covered this originally, episode 107, 124 episodes ago. But we weren't big into SmackDown at this time. No, for sure.
Because of him.
And that was because of JBL. So we weren't even into the build-up. I mean, this pay-per-view took place in our backyard. It took place in Duluth, Georgia at the Gwinnett Center. So just a couple hours away from us in Augusta, Georgia at the time. And we didn't even consider going to the show at that time.
Yeah, that's weird. We didn't even talk about going to this. So that's crazy.
And we went to WrestleMania earlier in the year. So it was just like, do we need to go to Armageddon? But I guess we've been spoiled a little bit, but still, we'll go through the card here before we get to the match. I want to talk about the card.
JBL was in a tag team match at WrestleMania, right?
JBL
wasn't he one of those?
Yeah, I think he was.
There was 2 like Fatal 4 tag teams, so he's in one of those, and then 9 months later, he's main eventing in a whole different character as the world champion. So that tells you a lot.
That's a great point. That's part of why we were so disinterested in SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it has aged really well. It's going to be fun to look back at. I think he's got his title reign has aged quite nicely, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
We really enjoyed going back to look at it. So we'll talk a little bit about the build up to that. We'll get into that match. And I know I had said at the end of last month's episode, I was going to try to rope you in to doing Suburban Commando for this month's episode. And I just want to let people know that is on hold. I'm going to get Travis to do it. I'm going to make him sit through that movie at some point. I watched it a couple weeks ago.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a great episode, but
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Schedules did not align to make it all happen this month, so we will get to it. PSK, you have our word that it is going to be a future episode of Talking Taker, but that's why we're doing Armageddon right now, which I wanted to get to as well. I had this one circled on the calendar. I thought this would be a fun revisit for us. It's going to be it's kind of a wild and crazy match, so it'll be fun to talk over.
Oh yeah, and we're 2 wild and crazy guys.
Hey-o!
If you get that reference, you might have been born in the 80s or before.
Probably before. Yeah. SNL 50, man. SNL 50.
Yes, boy.
You think we'll see Taker host SNL this year for SNL 50?
That'd be wonderful. He's on everything else.
He's on everything else.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it, man. It's time to do our monthly Undertaker sightings for the month of November here. And I do have some good ones. As per usual,
The day after we dropped this episode, I think
As
he has
soon
one,
as we
right?
drop an episode,
Yeah.
he has one. But I do want to remind people or let people know about our sponsor for this month's Undertaker sightings. And I'm going to say our sponsor for this month is the Talking Taker T Public Store, because we hadn't plugged that in a while. And Christmas is right around the corner. And what better to get the loved one in your life, but maybe something like one of these Talking Taker hats that we got in the Talking Taker store. We haven't talked about that enough. That T Public has hats now. Got the dad hat. We got the trucker hat. You can get any of our designs on a hat.
Absolutely. And you can get all kinds of T-shirts. You can get stuff on. Can you get stuff on mugs still? I think
You
you
can get
stickers
mugs.
and stuff.
You can get phone cases, baby onesies, posters. You can get any of that stuff.
Oh yeah, and there's always a sale. If there's not a sale the day you log on to TeePublic, just wait about 13 hours, log back on, and there'll probably be a 35% off sale. So they're always doing that. So, and again, we're not plugging this because we want the money. We don't get a lot of shekels from it, to be honest with you. And what we do get, we put right back into the podcast. So yeah, just keeps it going for you guys. So yeah, get on there, get your loved one something, or get someone that you can't stand something. They'll open it and be like, what is this crap? What does King of Gong style mean?
You got Secret Santa or Yankee Swap at work.
Yeah,
throw in a Talking Taker shirt in there.
Yeah.
And they'll have no idea what you're talking about. A Pod Street Crew, T-shirt. They would love that. But
hey, what's PSK? What's PSK?
what's PSK?
What's PSK? Yeah. If they don't say, if you don't know, now you know.
Black Friday, I don't know if that sale's still going on, but I'm sure they'll have a Cyber Monday sale and all sorts of good stuff out there. And the deal is still out there. If you ever meet The Undertaker in a Talking Taker merch item, be it a hat, be it a shirt, you go to one of these One Dead Man shows. I think he's got a couple coming up in December. Who knows what he'll be doing in the new year. But if you go to any of those with and take a picture of him in our Talking Taker merch, we will send a special prize out to you. And we have had a couple people take us up on that offer. And they can let you know when a nice little treat is in store for you if you do that. So just keep that in mind out there, listeners, if you're planning to go to one of those Undertaker meet and greets at the Dead Man Show.
Absolutely.
Well,
Take the challenge.
We're crossing our fingers that maybe there'll be another one of those Dead Man shows in February at the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, because we are excited to report that we're going to be there, buddy.
Your boy's going to be there together. This time.
We're going together. So. Our first pay-per-view. Well, we went to SummerSlam 02.
Since the SummerSlam, yeah.
First one since then. Our first Royal Rumble ever. Knocking that one off the bucket list. And we're going to be joined. Who was it that
drew us to it?
Who was it that drew us to it?
Yeah, we're like, we got to go to this one. Because A, location, but also the man.
John Cena. That's your big draw.
It was his last one, so yeah. Got to go. It's the last Cena one, so we got to be there. Not to mention all the other superstars will be there.
Yeah, well, the superstars of Talking Taker roll call are going to be there. We got Randy Turco going to be joining us. Watchalong Tommy and Collect Dead Man. The whole crew is supposed to be there, along with your buddy Trey is going to be there to carry our bags. And I'm just kidding. I'm excited he's going to be there. It's going to be fun, and I'm sure we'll have some great content for you guys coming out of that. But we are excited to go to that. Let us know if you're going to be going to Indy for the Rumble. We'd love to meet up with you, say hello to you, and
give us Pat McAfee's number. We'll have to get him on the pod if we can.
Sure, yeah. He's got no.
He's not busy. He can't be doing anything.
No. He doesn't sleep, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, newborn, who cares? So he's just up doing everything in the world. So.
Speaking of college football, man, tell us about that Taker sighting that we had as soon as
the weekend we dropped the last episode. Yeah, he was on the Texas game. Who was Texas versus?
I didn't even write it down.
But it was he's in the booth with Joe Tessitore, the voice of Monday Night Raw, and whoever he's calling it with, and he's just helping call him. Like he's there, just on ESPN or ABC or whatever it was, just in the booth, The Undertaker in Mark Calloway clothes, like it was just like, what is happening? Now we've seen him on the sideline. We saw him at the Big 12 championship last year, giving the belt out, I think it was, and some of that. But no, this dude is in the booth with a headset on, calling, whatever it was, 5-10 minutes of the game with Joe Tessitore, the voice of Raw. It's just,
You know, it
I don't know
doesn't
what's happening.
it doesn't get more mainstream than that, man. They don't just
No.
put anybody up in the booth up there on like a
No.
national broadcast like that. But Undertaker has that power, and he is a huge Texas football fan, as we
Yeah.
have seen. He was out there with McConaughey on the
Mhm.
sidelines before the game, just rubbing elbows with McConaughey, no big deal. And look, Texas is looking good, dude. They're might be headed on their way to the playoff. Seems like it. At this
I'd be
point.
headed for a rematch with my dogs too. We'll see what happens.
Could be.
And then not even that, just not Taker sighting, but WWE sighting. Cody Rhodes was the guest
Yeah,
pitcher
he
on
was.
game day, dude, with his WWE title. Like, that's incredible, dude, for the Georgia game. That was awesome. So yeah, WWE going mainstream.
WWE,
So, nice.
WWE is everywhere now. There was I gotta pull this up here. Taker was part of the soccer jerseys for some international soccer team. Shows you what a good job I did with my notes here.
I forgot what club it was, but
they debuted their new uniforms, their new gear, and Serie A's Genoa used Undertaker to unveil their all-black third kit. And I don't know what any of that means, but it seemed like a big deal.
Yeah, it's cool. International takeover, man. Good stuff. Taker sighting all over the place.
Yeah, I know nothing of soccer. Not a fan of it, but obviously it's the biggest sport in the world. So for a major team like that to use Undertaker in that way, again, huge moment for him and a huge appearance worth talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know a couple of players just because my son, or actually all my kids played soccer, but one of them really likes it, allegedly. So we'll see. He likes 2 guys. Kids are nowadays, they find like the most famous guy, and they're like, that's their guy,
Yeah,
it's like,
we did that too. Everybody was Michael Jordan.
Jordan, Shaq, Tiger.
I didn't watch hockey, but I knew who Wayne Gretzky was.
Oh, yeah. I played it on the Sega
video
Genesis.
game. Absolutely.
Yeah. Great game. So.
Then I wanted to mention, I don't know if you've seen this. I'm sure you have, but Conrad Thompson now, he's doing the Something to Wrestle with JBL. Is his new co-host on there for the time being. Bruce Pritchard's out with some family concerns and health concerns, so he's taking a little break from the podcast. So Conrad's been doing these with Bradshaw, and they just dropped an Undertaker episode, 2.5 hours talking. JBL's just telling Undertaker stories on
Really?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
haven't checked it out yet.
No, I'm about halfway through it. I haven't, honestly. I used to listen to Something to Wrestle with all the time. Part of what inspired our podcast.
Exactly.
But I fell out with it the past couple of years. Just hadn't had as much time for had to cut some podcasts out of the rotation lately. But I did go back to listen to that one, and dude, JBL does a great job, and he's obviously, we all know, we've heard him on commentary, we've heard him do promos.
Great talker.
Great storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
And I encourage you, Travis, and I encourage all our listeners. It's definitely worth listening to. It is some new perspective and fresh stories.
Cool.
And very entertaining as well. So I highly encourage people to go check that out.
I'll check it out. I just today saw Conrad and JBL talking about something, and I was like, what's going on? I didn't know if he was just filling in for Bruce or what. So I didn't realize he was doing that. So yeah, I'll check that episode out for sure.
He did an Eddie Guerrero episode the week before that, so I'm sure that's I'd have to go back and listen to that one too. And then some cool stuff on the WWE Vault channel. I just want to make sure people were able to catch. They released this Randy Savage mixtape, I think is what they called it on there a couple weeks ago, and it's just a random assortment. It's got some major Savage pay-per-view matches, but then it's got like Savage versus Ultimo Dragon from WCW Worldwide in 1998 on there, and some behind the scenes footage of him filming his music video for the WrestleMania album. But of importance to us, it has some never before aired footage of the one recorded match in history between the Macho Man and the Undertaker. and it's incomplete. It doesn't even have the finish to the match, sadly.
Wow.
It's still stuff we've read about, stuff we talked about. That was a
Yeah.
dream match that we talked about, and
Oh,
to
yeah.
see them actually, interact, even if it's just a clip of it, was something I've been dreaming of seeing.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it is cool to see, and like how cool it would have been if they could have got to do that like later on, like as Taker's aura, grew, been really cool. But yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to see this stuff unearthed that we've only read about on like historyofwwe.com, and
Right,
briefly
exactly.
mentioned in our podcast. It's really cool to see it. So yeah, excellent stuff.
And then they
I
live
wish,
streamed. Oh, go ahead.
I was like, CM Punk brought back the ice cream bars. I wish they could bring back WWE Vault and bring back the Coca-Cola Vault with like a WWE superstar on it. That'd be great.
Yes.
Put some. I miss Vault so much.
Why not, man? Paul's got Prime, and Cody's got vodka.
Dude.
Rock's got tequila. Somebody get in the Vault.
Get some Vault, dude.
Give us some WWE Vault.
Open up the WWE Vault.
Watch the Vault.
Yeah. Give it to LA Knight. Oh, he's got Slim Jim.
He's got Slim Jim.
Macho Man. Oh yeah.
Well, they also streamed the whole entire Survivor Series 90 pay-per-view Vault the other night. Obviously, Undertaker's debut, so that's pretty cool. Doing a lot of fun stuff over there. You think? It feels to me, man, that they're kind of setting up the Vault almost to just kind of take over from Peacock. Like I know the Peacock deal's got another couple of years on there, but I don't know if like the streaming landscape in the future there's going to be a place for like the entire WWE tape library on these streaming services. Obviously there's still going to be the pay-per-views and Raw and Netflix and everything, but I just would be surprised if 5 years from now we're still able to go back and like watch AWA wrestling or the entire archive of World Class. It just doesn't seem feasible for these streaming companies. I don't know. What do you think? There's any meat on that?
I think it'll all move to Netflix eventually if this deal works out. I think they'll move it all to Netflix like the WWE Network was. So Peacock is fine, but I do miss the interface of the network. It was so much more manageable. But anyway, I just hope it's all somewhere. I don't want to lose being able to watch episodes of Thunder or SmackDown, in a row like I want to.
I don't either, but I just don't think there's money there. Like I don't think enough people watch that stuff for it to make sense to host it all up there. Probably the pay-per-views I imagine will stay up there.
Yeah.
And maybe like the Raw and SmackDown archives, but like, I don't know if enough people watch Thunder from 1999 for it to make sense to get hosted on these services.
And they've been doing a lot of stuff on just YouTube. Like they did that WrestleMania XL backstage thing that was like pushed out for like 3 months. That came out there. Yeah, like I said, the Vault stuff. And they do a lot of the press conferences after the pay-per-views are always also on Peacock, but they're also on YouTube as well. So yeah, you might be onto something. We'll see.
I don't know. We will see. And then finally, this is not really.
I just want the Undertaker podcast that he's clearly recorded.
Oh, the unaired episodes.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, give us that. Give us some more Broken Skull sessions or whatever.
Oh, give me some Broken Skull sessions, dude.
I miss that stuff, the original stuff.
Yeah, I do miss that. I did want to mention a parallel sort of to a classic Undertaker moment. Nunzio making an appearance in NXT in the year of our Lord 2024, having a match, looking great. And what move did he take there?
He took like a spine buster from Tony D'Angelo, but it's like a delayed spine, but he holds him up in the air like for a while, and while he's up there, Nunzio does a little Catholic cross thing like he did with Taker, held him up for the last ride. So
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Nice little homage.
It was. Nunzio's so underrated.
He's good.
Yeah. They put up his cruiserweight title win on the Vault that had never been aired before. Like he won it at a house show in Italy from Hoovy. It was against Juventud from the Mexico.
Oh my!
So it's up there. It's like a single camera, no commentary on there. But I watched that because historic title change. It's pretty neat.
That's great. That's great, man.
He's like a god over there in Italy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Full-blooded Italian, baby.
Full-blooded Italian.
FBI versus Mexico. So that was just the Olympics right there.
That was the Olympics right there.
That's the Olympic spirit right there, baby.
Gold medal.
Yeah. Just playing that beautiful gold, bring that gold home for the
Michael
country,
Phelps,
baby.
Simone Biles, Nunzio. My favorite Olympians right there.
Yeet.
Well, should I open this package now? Should I save that for later?
Whatever you want to do, man. Do it now. Do it now. It's fine.
Do it now. All right. Travis sent me his Christmas present. I had not gotten his out there to him yet, so that'll have to be on the January episode.
Oh, that's fine.
Travis is on the ball.
Well, I order stuff and it comes like the next day on accident. It's ridiculous. Stuff's too freaking efficient nowadays.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is. It is.
What in the world?
Vanessa Hudgens is at Raw right now. That's weird.
That is weird.
How about that?
What is this? A blankie. Or is it a snuggie? No.
It's not. If it has sleeves, they should do that. Make it like a cloak, like a Taker cloak.
This is nice. Like a sweater fabric blanket. I don't know if people on. Oh, try to get it in view of the camera.
There it is. Almost. All right. Oh, almost got the logo there. Keep pulling. There it is. Undertaker with the XT on it.
I'm gonna put this over my legs right now.
That's what I'm saying. You might want to put it over your legs right now.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Snuggle in and watch this match, baby.
The basement down here where I record in the Dead Man Cave, it gets awfully
a little chilly
in these winter months. Not yet. It's like 75 today here in Greenville.
It snowed here Friday.
You're lying.
No, it snowed Friday.
Oh my God. I don't think it's gotten below freezing here yet.
Now it's like 64 today, though.
Oh, so, yeah. There we go. I'm just going to get
That's
nice.
big size. That's bigger than I thought it was. That's good.
That's nice.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
But yeah, they should do that and do one, like put some sleeves on, like a slanket or whatever, or a snuggie, but make it like a Taker robe, dude. Like you just wear it.
Thank you.
Go. Looks fresh,
Christmas.
man. Merry Christmas to you. Happy Hanukkah.
I'm gonna sneak this on the couch in the living room and see what Kate says.
No doubt. Just be sitting there holding the dog on it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Or just put it on the bed, dude. When you get in bed, just pull it up and see if she notices in the morning.
I'm gonna go to bed in just this.
Hey, Shawn Michaels style.
I'll let you know about that. Oh my goodness. Well, let's let people know about Armageddon 2004. That's what we're talking about here tonight. And Nunzio was not on this card, but I do want to talk about the card.
Let's go.
See if you remember any of this. It's one of those where you read it and it just gets worse the further down you go into it. It feels like the SmackDown video game when you're playing through story mode and like it's just one of those random generated cards. You're like, what is happening?
This is a SmackDown only show too, right? So we're gonna have some deep cuts of like people on the roster that suck, but they just happen to make a pay-per-view match because they're on SmackDown. I was a fan of like the separate branded ones for a time being. Then they just kind of got watered down. They did it too much. And when they would do one of each brand every month, that was too much, dude. Like, I didn't mind the alternating ones.
Yeah, alternating months was fine, but I think we're in a period where they're having multiple ones.
The idea being to get more people on the shows and elevate them so you have more, what they like to call them as superstars. But there's something to be said about sometimes you scrape the bottom of the barrel and put these guys on that don't really belong there. So read that beautiful, beautiful list. And let's see who just made the list.
Well, for Sunday Night Heat, we got Akio and Kidman defeating Chavo Guerrero and Paul London in tag team match. That's not bad for Sunday Night
Chavo
Heat.
And Paul London?
Yeah. That's probably a fun little cruiserweight.
Against who? Akio? Is that Jimmy Yang? Who's Akio? Okay. Jeez. All right.
That's totally random. Maybe more random to start the show. RVD and Rey Mysterio with Tori Wilson defeated Rene Dupree and Kenzo Suzuki with Hiroko. tag team title match.
That is exactly like just pushing random on the video game. You're right.
Kurt Angle defeated Santa Claus in the second match.
Wow. Who was Santa?
I don't know.
He just beat Santa Claus?
It just beat Santa Claus.
All right.
Then you got Daniel Puder defeating The Miz in the Dixie Dog fight.
The Miz was on a pay-per-view in 2004.
Yeah, this was the Tough Enough
crazy
finals.
Yeah.
This was his pay-per-view debut.
Dixie Dog fight.
Dixie Dog fight.
Wow, dude. That's wild.
Just keeps getting better as the Bashams, who were JBL's secretaries of defense at this point, defeated Hardcore Holly and Charlie Haas. A main event anywhere in the country.
That team right there. Both those teams, man, that is just dirt.
It's rough.
That's dirt.
John Cena defeated Jesus. I mean, Jesus. Excuse me.
John Cena can do a lot of things. He can't defeat Jesus. Not at Christmas time. Not his birthday, baby.
Well, this is the only pay-per-view that I know of where Santa Claus and Jesus competed on the same card.
Well, was it a year before that, or 2 years before when God appeared as a, or was that in 2004?
I think that's coming up later.
It's coming up next year. Okay. Yeah, God's a tag team. So, all right, we got Santa Claus and Jesus on there. We needed like a rabbi or something too.
Oh, well, the rabbi might have blessed this next match. Don Marie defeating Miss Jackie with special guest referee making his second appearance on the night, Charlie Haas.
Wow,
Double
dude.
booking for Charlie
Double
Haas.
booking for CH.
Biggest
That's
night
crazy.
of his career. He's
Jackie,
everywhere.
Yeah, Jackie and who? Don Marie?
Miss Jackie Gaeta, and Don Marie. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So there was like a love triangle.
Yeah.
With the three of them.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, there was. And this next match just makes no sense. The Big Show defeated in a 3-on-1 handicap match. He defeated Kurt Angle, Mark Jindrak, and our boy Luther Reigns.
This
one
was the Peas. This was all that promo.
I've
They
had
wrestled
peas
the month
before.
before. Yeah. The mashed potatoes and all that. Yeah. This was that.
Yes, it was.
Kurt Angle wrestled double duty too. Wrestled Santa
He also
Claus.
had double duty.
Jeez, dude.
Who booked this, man?
This is awful.
And then Funaki defeated Spike Dudley to win the Cruiserweight title. What a feel-good moment right
This
there.
heel Spike Dudley. Not a fan of heel Spike Dudley. Not a fan of heel Spike Dudley.
I appreciated that they tried something different.
Sure.
I didn't mind it.
I just wasn't. He's not a heel to me. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
Some
when
guys
you
you
try
don't
to-
think can be a heel, and then they excel at it. They're really good, but sometimes it just doesn't pan out.
It's like when you try to make the Miz a babyface. I know they try to do it every once in a while, and it's fine for a little while, but the Miz is a heel. He's always a heel.
Yeah, he is.
Some people you can't go back and forth on.
Yeah. Big Show you can.
Big Show can, in the same show sometimes.
Yeah. He comes out the babyface, and by the end of the night, it's a heel, and then back to babyface. Yeah.
Well, WCW was gone at this point, but I did think it'd be interesting. We don't really ever talk about this on the show. I thought it'd be interesting to look at what TNA was putting on pay-per-view in 2004, the week before this. So December 5th, 2004 was TNA Turning Point.
Turning Point 04. This is going to be, I have no idea.
All right, well, let's see which, if you
I can probably name some guys that are on it, but I probably can't name the matches.
I want you to tell me after listening to this card and
which
the
show
one we
I
just
should have
talked
bought.
about, if you had $35 and a time machine, which one are you going to go back and watch? Team Canada, Bobby Roode and Eric Young defeated 3 Live Crew, Ron Killings and BG James.
Oh, my. But that beats out the Kenzo Suzuki match for sure.
I don't know, man. Might be the same level to me. Sonny Siaki Hector Garza and Sanjay Dutt defeated Kid Cash, Michael Shane, and Frankie Kazarian in a six-man tag.
I was a big fan of those three at the time, but
Dude, that's some TNA legends, right?
Yeah. Got to see Kid Cash live in Nashville one time.
Monty Brown, the alpha male, defeated
Abyss
in a Serengeti survival match.
Yes! I remember that match.
You remember that
Serengeti survival? Yeah, I was like, what is this? Like Punjabi prison. It was like, I think it was just, yeah, that's crazy.
That's a good match.
Yeah.
I'll take Pat Kinney and Johnny B. Bad defeated Johnny Swinger and Glenn Gilberti with special guest referee Jacqueline.
Take my money, dude.
It's already decided.
Take my money.
Johnny B. Bad? Are you kidding me?
Glenn Gilberti, and that's Disco Inferno for those of you who don't know, and Johnny Swinger together. Yes. The two of my favorite characters from WCW.
Printing
I love those
money.
guys. Yeah, just printing it.
Well, as if it wasn't already decided here, the next match is going to seal the deal for you. DDP defeated Raven.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Take my money, baby. That is a match 6 years too late. So
that was great, though.
Two of my favorites. That's awesome.
Petey Williams defeated new SmackDown superstar Chris Sabin.
Wow.
I bet that was a good match.
That's crazy. I bet that was wild.
And then a pretty legendary TNA match, another six-man tag. AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and the Macho Man, Randy Savage, defeated Double J, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash.
Dang.
That's
a very WCW match right there.
Randy Savage's final match ever.
Mm-hmm. Wow, dude, I would have taken that probably over this Armageddon.
Well, the main event. Haven't even said the main event. Another very famous TNA match. America's Most Wanted defeated Triple X, Elix Skipper, Christopher Daniels, and the Six Sides of Steel cage match. With
this is one where Elix walks across the thing. Okay, that's why I knew Turning Point 2004 was something stood out. So yeah, oh yeah, take my money for this show.
It's a pretty good show, honestly.
Yeah, dude, I was a big Elix Skipper fan in WCW. He was great. So
yeah,
Team Canada, baby.
That's a legendary moment, that cage walk. I mean,
oh yeah,
that was viral before viral was a thing. You know.
I'll say, last month we talked about Hell in a Cell and like viral, like some of the most iconic moments from WWE, and that being one, like Mick Foley being thrown off. Like I think that's one for TNA right there. That walk across the thing, and that's one of the most iconic images from TNA's history.
No question.
If not the most. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Another moment that it's top 3.
It's top 5, probably. Yeah.
So,
well, if you did want some alternative entertainment that weekend, you could have gone to the movies. The weekend this came out, the pay-per-view.
Was there.
In case I didn't say that already, it was December 12th, 2004. So
we've been finishing finals in our first ever semester of college.
Yeah. We just had our 20-year high school reunion a few weeks ago. So, we graduated high school in 2004 and started college. That's right. I don't think I saw any of these in the theater, but I definitely saw them all on home video, on DVD. I was working at the video store in December 2004. Ocean's 12, #1 movie in the country. Blade Trinity, starring Triple H.
Yeah.
Polar Express was out that weekend.
Ooh.
National Treasure.
I was there for that.
You were there for that?
Out of those 4, I saw that in theater.
Christmas with the Cranks.
All right.
The Incredibles. Tim Allen and
I was there for
Jamie Lee Curtis.
I was there for Incredibles too. We probably saw Incredibles together. Did we not?
I don't think I saw it in the theater. I think
that
was a home video
show.
for me. Yeah. And then if you weren't ordering on pay-per-view, maybe you were watching TV that night. So on Up Against Armageddon that night on ABC, they had a great lineup of America's Funniest Home Videos, Extreme Makeover Home Edition, Desperate Housewives, and Boston Legal. Stacked lineup.
That was Desperate Housewives' first season, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it came out in 2004.
Same time as Lost.
And Lost, yeah. Both on ABC. Killed.
CBS had the Survivor Vanuatu finale. So I was probably watching
that was up your
that,
alley.
to be completely honest. Great season. NBC was airing Christmas Vacation that night.
Ooh, there you
Can't
go.
go wrong with that. And then Fox had The Simpsons and Arrested Development and a show called My Big Fat Obnoxious Boss.
All right. What's that about?
I don't know if Vince McMahon was ever on that one.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. He might have been on a different season. Who knows? And then maybe you were just listening to your iPod or something that week. But were iPods out then? Maybe they were. Maybe they were just coming out.
Yeah.
The top songs in the country that week. Drop It Like It's High. Drop It Like It's High.
Oh, yeah.
Snoop Dogg and Pharrell.
Deal double, baby.
My Boo by Usher and Alicia Keys.
Nice.
Let Me Love You by Mario.
Who? It's me. I don't know that one at all. The other two I know completely.
Lose My Breath by Destiny's Child.
Okay.
And I know you love this one. Over and Over by Nelly and Tim McGraw.
I think about it over and over again. So every one of those songs was like a rap song, basically.
Yeah. Hip hop, R&B,
hip hop.
Huh. It was definitely taking over the charts at that time. No question.
Interesting.
I had that Nelly CD. Absolutely.
As you should. I thought about his album Saint Lunatics this week. How we used to listen to it with Tyler in his car. Nelly. I wish we'd get Nelly on commentary in WWE for some reason. It's great.
I would take it. Yeah, why not?
Snoop was fantastic here at WrestleMania. Snoop calling that the ECW Street Rules match, or whatever it was, between the Pride and Test of whatever it's called, Test of Strength, Testify, Testimony, whatever they're called, Final Testament. Yeah,
Future Endeavored.
Dude, they're doing stuff now with the Watts. They're good to go. Anyway,
sure they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just a little time capsule to 2004 year before we crank this match up. Like you said, really not a ton of buildup going on here. I mean, I did listen back to our original episode, and basically the gist of the story here is JBL has put his cabinet together with the Basham brothers, with Orlando Jordan, and with future Hall of Famer Amy Weber of the WWE Diva Search, who is his
who?
Exactly.
She made it on the game though.
She was on I think she was on one of the video games. But they've all been banned from interfering in this match. So JBL will automatically lose the title if anyone in his cabinet interferes. You've got a great promo before the match with Eddie Guerrero and Booker T, where Eddie Guerrero was talking about El Hombre Muerto.
Oh yeah. Muerto, yeah. Undertaker just walks by in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Booker T's like, who?
Yeah, El Hombre Muerto. Who? Booker's the best, dude.
I think we haven't had a new shirt in a while.
Yeah.
I think we might need an El Hombre Muerto shirt.
I think so. Just in time for post Halloween.
Yeah, just in time.
Yeah.
That shirt's timeless. You can wear it El Hombre Muerto anytime.
Oh yeah, dude. Coco, you watch anytime.
You can watch it anytime. You can drink cocoa anytime, in my opinion.
You can, hot or cold.
Doesn't
matter. Yeah.
And
poison.
The other thing to watch out for.
Spin the wheel, make a deal. Yeah.
You should always watch out for hide and rank. Any time in any situation.
Yeah.
Let Michael Cole tell you about that.
That's the start of the Me Too movement. Golly, dude. Watch your show. Keep your head on a swivel. So
Michael Cole should have posted a picture of that when the Me Too movement was starting. Hashtag Me Too.
Yeah, dude, that's wild.
But yeah, he's on the prowl.
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Stalking. What a predator.
And he was a Paul Heyman guy. So, you know, in a alternate reality, he might have been the one Paul Heyman called
Break the
to join
streak.
the bloodline.
Oh, break the streak, join the bloodline. Yeah. Paul Heyman is usually bets 1,000, but there are some stinkers in there.
You know,
Like Curtis Axel and Heidenreich. Ryback.
Yeah, they can't all be winners, brother.
The Dudley Boys, they didn't need him.
Concrete Crypt match.
They were great without him, and he's great without them. So, yeah.
Well, I think that sets the stage for everything we need to talk about tonight. So let's get to Armageddon 2004.
Let's unwrap this present, dude.
The main event. I queued us up here at 2 hours 0 minutes 20 seconds. 2:00:20. That is going to give us the entrances. I think the entrances will be fun to talk about here. And the match itself goes almost 25-30 minutes. So we got plenty to chat about. It'll be a fun one to talk about here. 2 hours, 0 minutes, 20 seconds. Should be seeing JBL walking backstage. He's just gotten everyone in his cabinet has come up to him and just kind of patted him on the shoulder, and they're very mournful right now. JBL's selling this perfectly, like this is just the biggest.
The end, yeah.
This is the end. Yeah, the end is here for his title reign. He's in a triple threat.
That's right. With
3 other Hall of Famers, and he doesn't have to be pinned to lose the title. Exactly. And his cabinet can't interfere, so his back is absolutely against the wall here. It's kind of well booked, gotta say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All things considered, it's well booked against your heel that you want to see lose. This is very NWA, like that, the style, book against the heel, like the heel champion, you know.
Sure.
So, like a Ric Flair type thing, you know. But
I'd say again, so. Yeah.
Didn't appreciate his run at the time, but love it now. So he's great.
Well, I'd love for you to give us that countdown, buddy.
Oh yeah, 2 hours, 0 minutes, and 20 seconds. We're gonna go on 3, 2, 1, play. So I'm gonna count down now. 3, 2, 1, play. All right. Look at that title. You like the title?
I love that title.
Yeah.
That's probably my second favorite title.
You hugging OJ right now?
I love that screen? Wrestler. Yeah. Orlando Jordan, one of my favorites. Just kidding. In no way whatsoever.
Talk about a guy who's just a blip on the radar, dude. Like,
which one? Him or the Bashams?
Talk about some guys that are like a blips on the radar, dude. Thing was, one of those Bashams, the one that was originally a Basham, like when in Ring of Honor, he did some great stuff. Like he wrestled like Punk and Austin Aries and like Jamie Noble and stuff, I think. And like you go back and watch it, it's really fun. Then they put him with the other Basham, like they made the other guy a Basham and made him tag team, and it just like it took all the momentum that guy had away. And like plus they're also undersized. Like, look at them next to JBL. They were big in Ring of Honor, but like in WWE, they're minuscule. Look at this sell job by JBL.
It's so good. He's in great anguish. He's been the champion for almost 6 months now, and he just knows he's not getting out of this one tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading online like 03, early 04. They were like the big guns in OVW. Doug Basham.
Yeah. Maybe it was not Ring of Honor.
I can't remember what Danny Basham's name was in OVW, but like
don't even look it up. Nobody cares.
Yeah, they were like Jim Cornette's favorites. So like,
maybe that was it.
Read about developmental, and it was just like, oh man, I can't wait to see these guys. And then I saw them, and I was like,
what?
I don't know.
It's like an instant record scratch. Yeah. What's going on? No limousine coming out.
No limo tonight. Very somber.
No cabinet.
Straight facial expressions, man. He's not doing the braggadocious character, and not enough people do that anymore. Everybody has to go through all the sequences of their entrance. Everybody has to hit all their entrance beats, no matter what. No matter what emotion they're supposed to be, they go through the entrance. It's one thing if you're a babyface and doing that, but man, people could stand to learn a lot from JBL.
The sign said "Just a Big Loser." JBL.
Ew.
Hi yo. Yeah, he's doing great character work right here. This is perfect.
Remember when he was Baron Corbin's manager for like a week?
I loved all of that. It didn't work, and I don't know why. Like, I feel personally they didn't give enough time. I thought if they'd have done some more with it, had some more vignettes and stuff, it would have been great. Because those are both guys you like to hate. Like, they're easy to hate. What did that say?
There's two Just a Big Loser
Oh,
signs.
nice.
Two different people, different
That's
areas
perfect.
of the crowd brought the same sign.
Perfect. And an Undertaker sign right there. There you go.
Gotta have that.
That's so much Sharpie ink on that. The Undertaker sign.
How many Sharpies do you think he went?
Oh, that's a box. That's a box.
Woo.
6 months. So
Yeah,
he's
JBL.
already been. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. 6 months. Yeah.
I was saying he beat Eddie, and he beat Eddie again, like in the bull rope, the bloody match or whatever.
Yeah.
Who else has he defended? He hadn't fought Cena yet. That's the next year, I think.
He
Yeah,
fought
Cena.
Booker T the previous month at Survivor
Yeah.
Series, which is why he's here, and he fought Undertaker at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, he's had a few defenses here.
Booker looks exactly the same right here as he does today. So his hair's longer now. It's incredible.
Color commentator for NXT, so still very much involved in WWE.
Oh,
and
meat, no bread, just water. Or what do you say? No bread, just water, just meat. I don't know. He says it different every time. It's so good.
I do not watch NXT, so I have no idea.
I watch it just for him.
I remember
I'm just kidding.
Quack Quack.
Shucky ducky quack quack. I'm gonna sneeze. Let me pause. Let me mute myself here real quick.
Well, JBL also a hot commodity in the world of wrestling in 2024. He's in TNA. He's in GCW. He's all over the place.
Does he still work for WWE?
I don't think so.
He
might have a
Legends contract, but he's everywhere right now.
Yeah, he can still do other stuff, I think.
Viva la raza. Oh, it's so good to see Eddie, dude.
What you think about that lowrider?
I love it.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
That's a great Latino Heat shirt. That's like the Tabasco sauce. Yeah.
That's a good shirt.
All right, man. This guy died the next year, and he's our age today. That's crazy. He was 38 when he passed away.
That's
I think.
a shame.
So he's a year younger than us right here.
We talked about Taker and Macho Man having that one rare match. I mean, this is it. This is the Undertaker and Eddie Guerrero's only pay-per-view match ever. And you just think about what might have been between these two. They never had a singles match televised. I think they were in another tag team match on SmackDown at one point on opposite sides, which we talked about being really fun. The few minutes they got to interact there. And they had a few house show matches that Taker has said a lot of positive words about. He said he loved working with Eddie. And I do think had he been able, had he stayed with us a few more years, I think we definitely would have seen a little program between the two because Taker had a ton of respect for him.
A heel Eddie versus like the 2006, 2007 Undertaker where he had his working boots on, dude. Are you freaking kidding me? It would have been so good.
So good.
JBL.
And there's never been anybody like him. He's a one of a kind talent. An absolute legend. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What a story. But he overcame, his personal demons, and he got fired in 2002, I think it was, or 2001 maybe.
I think 2001.
And then came back in 2002 and just excelled
Went
after
on
that.
Run through the Indies.
It's almost it's here comes the man. No, take it or JBL can't stand it, dude. He's like,
got his head in his palm. Great selling. What you think of this set, Armageddon set?
I like it, dude. I like that
everything's
on fire. It looks like the aggro crag right down there from Spill Your Guts. So
it kind of does.
Not gonna lie.
Kind of does.
I need Mike O'Malley out here. Spill your guts. Mike O'Malley was like 45 when he hosted that show. I feel like he's got to be 88 years old now.
No, he's not.
No,
dude.
he's not. That's what I'm saying. But he was probably 24, but he looked 44. I thought he was in mid 40s back then when we were kids.
I was actually just reading an article about Mo and where she's at now. Dude, Mo's looking good.
Is she?
She's still looking all right.
Oh yeah, Roy.
I'd tell him Mo.
Oh,
I still would.
welcome to
I still
Mo.
would.
Oh, Taker with the slow death Dia del Muerto walk. Yeah.
It'll be Halloween again by the time he
Yeah,
gets
by the time he gets to the ring.
Dude, what Nickelodeon game show would you have gone on if you could have gone on one?
Guts.
Guts was your number one?
Temple of Doom. What's it called?
Legends of the Hidden
Olmec?
Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. I loved Double Dare.
Double Dare's my number one.
Double Dare's probably it though.
I loved
like,
all of them. I watched every
but
single
like
one.
I really
Nick
thought
Arcade.
I could. Yeah, I thought I could. Ooh, Nick Arcade, dog.
That was ahead of its time, dude.
Yeah, it was.
To go in the video game and
yeah, that might have been it. That was so cool. Taker got that belt buckle, baby. That Texas Longhorn belt buckle. This is slow camera shot here.
You remember the host of Nick Arcade where they would they'd have to go over to play the video game to do a challenge, and he would always like rap and talk. Going over here to the video game.
That was great.
That was the best.
Didn't Woods? I think Xavier Woods hosted like a resurgence of that a few years ago.
He did something like
that. Yeah. But no, man, that Guts, I just always thought I was better than those kids that did Guts. I was like, you're not like, I don't know, man. I just thought I could have done it.
There was always one kid on every episode where you're like, how did that kid get on here?
Yeah, like his mom pulled a Forrest Gump, you know what I'm saying?
Mom pulled a Forrest Gump.
You know what I'm saying?
I think so. I watched a little Forrest Gump the other night at my in-laws' house. It was just on TV on I think it was on Tubi or something.
Talk about if you could take one thing. If you take one movie to a desert island, I'd probably take that one. Not my favorite movie of all time, but it just has everything.
It's got everything.
And the best soundtrack in all of movies.
That's what I was thinking watching it, man. Can't beat that soundtrack.
And it's got every single thing any movie could want. So I think that'd be the movie to take to a desert island. Look, I like Taker has not dyed his beard here. It's got booger red, dude.
It is.
That booger red. Texas red, baby.
So this would be he's saying goodbye to the title. The old Bret Hart kissing it goodbye.
He about made out with that thing.
He did.
Good. Not come up for air, brother. Talking about Forrest Gump. Your mother really loves you, boy.
This
we're not impressed.
He's not. I'm lost. But
all bread, no water, just meat. He says that in every match on NXT.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, JBL's gone.
Oh,
the bell is rung.
Powder.
JBL powders.
Well,
but
you
here's the thing.
Yeah.
He does not have to get pinned. And so Taker, he's like, forget it. I don't need you in here.
Yeah.
Let's go and have to book a T.
Let's go hard. Boom. Dude, big boot to the book, man.
And look how huge Undertaker is. Booker T is not small.
No.
And he was kind of towering over Booker T. Obviously, he's towering over Eddie.
JBL the pin. Referee
JBL's got a 7 count.
Yeah. Lucky
Booker
number 7 match, bro.
JBL should have won.
Yeah, he had that right there. Bad play calling.
11.
Got these referees from the SEC. Jeez.
No.
All right, back in there. Hey, all these guys
are
Texas boys.
Yeah, we got Texas shootout right here.
Texas tornado,
Texas Hold'em.
You got to know when to hold 'em. The 3 baby faces and 1 heel is crazy.
It's an interesting dynamic.
But when your heel is as good as this heel is, it makes it fun. Oh, he did the Nunzio! He did the Nunzio! And by the way, it's not the Nunzio, it's the Catholic.
The sign of the cross.
Yeah.
We call it the Nunzio here.
It's like a mass. He's doing the Nunzio.
And now we're just playing JBL is Sideshow Bob right now, stepping on rakes, walking into punches from all 3 guys.
Bro kick? It just said bro kick on my closed caption.
What?
It's not a bro kick.
That closed captioning's terrible.
Yeah. I just saw some Chinese words pop up too. So
Well, we're
I don't
only
know.
about 9 months into the Return of the Dead Man era of Undertaker, and
Yeah.
his hair's looking good. You know,
This
it was
looks
still
good.
pretty
Yeah.
short at Mania this year, and it's still going to keep growing. It's looking a lot. He's looking a lot more Undertaker-esque
Yeah.
here.
He just went
Old
for a
Dead Man.
pinfall, and Eddie and Booker pulled him off, and now they're just slugging away on him. Not gonna let that happen. So now it's breaking down. They were all kind of working together ish against JBL,
Yeah.
take out a common foe, but now they're all on Taker. You know what's smart? Take out the big guy. Take out the dead man. You know.
There's a lot of good
He's your-
psychology in this match. I remember that, and I think we're going to see a lot of it here as JBL powders out again. He's going to take a little breather and take.
Ooh, Eddie and Booker
They're
fist
going to team up
bumping.
a little bit.
Imagine that team, dude. Can you imagine the
Oh my
comedy it
gosh.
would have been Eddie and Booker as like an actual tag team?
Oh
bud?
my gosh.
Oh,
That
I
could have
want
been.
that. I want that.
They were having a lot of backstage
Yeah.
segments in the build up to
They
this.
were great.
They could have been on a fun run. No
Oh,
question.
I'd have been up there with Book Dust, dude. Golden Tea. Why do they call it Golden Tea when they were
Golden
together?
Tea?
Have a tie-in with
probably-
the game, the
Probably had
arcade game.
copyright issue there.
That'd have been great, dude.
It would have been good. All four of these guys in the Hall of Fame now, of course.
Yes, boy.
All four well deserving.
Yes, boy.
And it's got, Booker T really against the odds. Like as a WCW guy coming in, I think he had the deck stacked against him, but just the talent you could not deny.
It is crazy that it was only like a year and a half after Eddie came over that Booker was over. It feels like it was a lot longer that Eddie was there,
Right.
But honestly, I think by the time Booker got there, Eddie was already gone. He came and went.
Yeah, he wasn't there for the invasion.
He wasn't there for the invasion, which would have been, imagine that, dude. Eddie in the invasion.
Ooh, that's a interesting.
And if Benoit had been well, I know we don't talk about him a lot, but like if he had been well and everything, like and didn't get hurt and be out after King of the Ring, it just made things way more dynamic.
Yeah, a lot more possible. Huge kick from Booker T.
I do like seeing
Undertaker.
V1
Booker T
shirts.
I do see that in the crowd. Booker T had the feud with Taker earlier in the year with the Voodoo Mama Sangre, and
oh my
little bag of dust and hair of a three-legged dog.
Three-legged dog. Yeah, it was like Pirates of the Caribbean. Golly.
Well, now Booker T and Eddie aren't too happy with each other.
Nope. It always breaks
only
down.
One person can win here. Yep.
We'll give him the old what's it for with the old underpants snap. Oh, now Taker's ticked off and he's just taking it out on everybody. Boom. Yeah, all Texas.
Headbutts.
That's crazy. Yeah. Headbutt.
So yeah, like I said, 20 years ago, this was our 20-year reunion was a couple weeks ago. No, we did not make it. Neither one of us made it.
Ooh. I wish I could have. It'd have been fun.
I would have gone if they would have invited us to host a live podcast at the reunion.
We would have gone that 7 like, you guys still doing a wrestling thing? Because they knew they knew us as that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go. I didn't want anyone to say that.
I literally couldn't go. So,
we're not even. We may not even be the most famous podcasters from our graduating class.
Oh yeah.
Or Natalie Shepard. I forgot what her married name is. She hosts a F1 podcast called Girls Just Want to F1. It's
wow. I had no idea.
It's pretty big actually.
Wow. I had no clue.
Kudos to her.
Yeah, good on her. Oh, about stumble Ruski here. Eddie got a sleeper hold on the dead man.
Sleeper hold on El Hombre Muerto.
Here's the thing. He's already asleep, brother. He's always sleeping.
He's always asleep.
Sleepwalking.
That's what we always say about Taker.
He's just,
dead men don't sleep, brother.
That's right. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Oh, wait, I am. So there you go. He's giving it back to Booker a little bit. They're getting a little throwing fisticuffs. Is that a Kiss Army shirt? Yeah, it is.
I think it's a Kiss Army button-down shirt.
Yeah.
A straw hat.
Ain't nothing better than that. That guy probably came from
High
the ECW
fashion
arena. Yeah.
in Atlanta, right
Thanks
there.
a lot, Atlanta, for embarrassing us. Taz on commentary. Is it Taz and Cole?
Taz and Cole and commentary.
Lump of Cole. Hey-o.
As the referee. JBL's going for power bomb through the announce table. Oh, back body drop on the cement. That does not feel good.
I guess Brian Hebner lost his job when his dad, he just kind of went down with his family, huh?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, they have never been invited back, like, for anything.
I don't think he... Nope. Yeah, you think of all the people that have been able to come back, and...
Yeah.
Hebner's and not one of them.
They just put on the Vault thing today, or maybe it was just a regular YouTube, the CM Punk, like, his arrival last year at Survivor Series. It was pretty cool to see the backstage stuff.
Oh, they had like backstage stuff from it?
Yeah, yeah. But before he gets out there and he's waiting backstage and people sitting next to him and stuff, and show the guys coming through the Gorilla
cool.
when he gets back. Two guys who didn't come through Gorilla were McIntyre and Seth. And one person that was sitting back there that didn't like give him props was Becky sitting next to him.
What do you think? Well, Taker just pinned Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie got his hand on the rope, so the referee broke the pin here in this no DQ match. What do you think about that?
Oh, I hate when crap like that happens, dude. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
It's insulting as a fan. We talked about it on here. Like, I understand it's wrestling, but if you give me rules to play by the rules, man. So that way I know when somebody cheats, or I know when something's, out of place or whatever.
That's what,
you got to know the rules of engagement.
That's what makes the rules matter.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Stick to them. All right, firing up JBL is.
JBL is.
Got a body like Jericho nowadays.
JBL does.
Yeah. Body by Jake. Body by Jake. Body by JBL.
That sounds like an SNL sketch right there.
Domingo.
That
guy's held up a tiny world title in the audience. Number 35.
He did direct intimidation earlier. Did he?
Yeah, Taker's got some spots he's hitting.
He hit the missed the running big boot into the corner, signature spot. So he's getting his stuff in. Now he's choking out Guerrero on the ropes here. Booker T breaking things up.
Oh man, there's still a lot of time left in this match.
Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah, I didn't realize how long.
But it's good. I like it.
Oh yeah,
I like
I'm not complaining.
It reminds me a little bit of that Final Four match from '97, because everyone's kind of been involved here. There hadn't been a lot of sleeping outside the ring.
Yeah,
it's kind of been all action. So. Booker T and Taker, they worked a lot together. They're definitely close friends with each other. I don't know if they ever had any classics with each other, but it's also never bad when they worked with each other either. No, and they're still pretty good friends to this day, I believe.
Oh, going old school, baby. Here we go. Old school, old school. Eddie says not today. Oh, Taker kicked him in the bean as he ran up there. Kicked him right in the tooth.
One on the top rope and kicked Eddie Guerrero with the other one. That's some skill right there.
That's awesome. Take that, Commander.
Second time's a charm.
Yeah, boy.
Old school.
Boom. Fisticuff.
And right to work on Eddie.
The way Eddie sells his punches is fantastic. He sells them like he's getting shot. Like
he should. That's exactly what he should do.
What? Taker with a flatline or pay dirt. What was it called?
I don't know if Taker had a name for it. Oh, we did. I think we called it the PTO, like the STO.
Oh
I think
yeah.
we used to call that the PTO
Oh
because
yeah.
obviously Taker was always cashed in on his PTO
That's
back
right,
in the
baby. The
day,
PTO.
taking those
Dang.
long vacation breaks.
Oh,
Ooh, huge bump to the outside.
jeez.
Taker tosses Eddie. Looks like he twisted his knee on there, but he's not. Look at him scurrying.
Yeah. You got to
Just
play
doing
that
that
on the
classic
run.
Latino heat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got to sell. Taker's got to sell on the run, or you got to sell on the run for Taker because he's going to keep coming after you, as Austin always says. Oh, elbow while you're on the apron. Here comes the apron leg drop. You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
I think it was on his podcast a few months ago. I was listening to it. Somebody asked Taker one of the Q&A questions, who's your favorite guy to work with? And he said, I can give you the obvious answers, like Sean, Triple H, but one guy that I don't always talk about is Eddie Guerrero. And I just loved the few times I got to work with him. And he was talking about how Eddie they were facing each other. They were both baby faces, and Eddie would still do like his whole begging off and like
Yes. Yeah.
thing. It's like it shouldn't work for a baby face, but like it didn't
Mm-hmm.
matter what he did. The fans just loved everything he did. He was such a
Oh yeah.
unique guy to work with.
Yeah, he had a unique charisma and a unique connection with the fans that, like I said, it doesn't matter babyface or heel, you respect what he's doing. And when he's a heel, you boo in the right places, does the same thing as a babyface, and you cheer him. It's crazy.
Now this is similar to the rope break from earlier. JBL's pulled down his wrist tape and he's choking Booker T with it, but he's also hiding it, trying to hide it from the ref, even though it's no DQ. Like, just do it. You don't have to hide anything. There's no DQ.
Uh-oh. Something's happening. Eddie with a ladder.
Wait a second. What?
I would love to see Eddie Taker ladder match.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I needed that till right now.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, it just nailed Taker in the face with that ladder.
Right on the skull.
Stiff.
Oop. Not today, says JBL. Oh man. Booker T
JBL was never in like Money in the Bank, was he?
I think he was in one of them.
Booker T was.
Booker was. Yeah, he had pulled out a little tiny.
Tell me I didn't just see that.
Yeah, tiny ladder. I love Booker T.
He not a perfect 10 landing from Undertaker.
No.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if we've ever seen that.
I know. Ooh, scissor kick, axe kick, whatever you want to call it. Pin and Eddie. Why'd the referee take the title out of the way?
Again, yeah. Why did he do that? Booker with the facial expression.
Yeah.
I was trying to say that ladder match also, you got Matt Hardy doing the twist of fate to Charmel, and they cut to Booker T on top of the ladder. He's just like,
he's so good. He's so good. King Booker.
King Booker.
All hail. Ooh. Booker is spamming the kicks tonight, dude.
Sidekick, man.
He is spamming that Harlem sidekick, as Tony Schiavone would call it.
I love it.
Oh.
Whoa, I am the table.
Whoa, elbow.
JBL just made that up right there.
Yeah.
That was
Table didn't break. Table didn't break on the power bomb. JBL jumped on the chair and just did an elbow drop. That's great, man. Yeah. That's a professional, dude.
Exactly.
Not getting worried, not wondering, oh crap, missed our spot, do it again. Just do something.
Yeah, he didn't
make
do
something.
The power bomb a second time.
No.
He just made something up. I love it.
Yeah, it's a professional. Taker's like, all right, let's do something on this table then.
Oh, interestingly, the English announce table went down first.
Yeah.
So the Spanish announce table, it's not going to make it either, though. Taker's like, let me show you how to powerbomb somebody through a table.
Oh, my. What a big dude to powerbomb. Oh, Party City.
Didn't quite get him up for the last ride. I wouldn't call that a last ride.
You got him out for an Uber.
But it was
That was for a lift.
Taker's taking a breather here.
Call that the lift.
Taker's doing a Malachi Black. Sat down.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh,
but Eddie Guerrero's right there.
Sneaking up. What's he gonna? Oh, he's laying there like he got hit.
Playing possum. Classic Eddie. Vintage Eddie Guerrero. Taker doesn't know though, so he's gonna go in there. He thinks he's about to win his. What this would be his 4th world title at this point. I think so. I think it might have been at this point. He just tossed the belt to Brian Hebner. It's like, get ready to give it to me in a second.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero up for the tombstone.
Yeah. Ooh. Into a goozle. Look at that sell job Eddie's doing. It's great. Oh.
Huge choke slam.
Choke slam on JBL's wrist tape. You know it hurts worse.
Oh, that. Devastating right there.
Taker,
now his back's all sticky.
Yeah. Oh, yikes. All right. Taker's like, I'm going to take him up.
Yeah, he's still. He's definitely the dead man at this point. We still have a lot of elements of the Biker Taker.
Yeah.
With that fist raise. Wait a minute.
Boom!
Eddie had the belt. As he went up for the last ride.
Yeah. Eddie grabbed the belt off the mat as Taker took him up for the last ride. He hit him in the face with it. Kind of like Jeff in that ladder match.
Oh!
Or Triple H with the sledgehammer. Oh, frog splash number 1.
Frog splash from one corner. Immediately to the other corner.
Oh, that's
I love that.
1, 2. Whoa. Cannot believe it. Sit up.
And sit up. Look
crowd
at this
is going
crowd,
nuts, dude. Yeah. That was fire right there, man.
This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is what we missed out on, man.
That was fire. Eddie's like, no,
this just
out of here. Oh!
Line
chain steel.
Oh my God. Ladder. Can you imagine?
Ooh.
This is a singles match.
In the tchotchkes with the ladder. Yeah. This is me great, dude. Oh, right in the face.
Taker didn't even hardly get his hands up.
No.
Ladder in the mush.
Yeah, as Taz would say. Right in the tomato.
And now Eddie's setting up the ladder in the corner.
Taz and Cole still commentating professional wrestling 20 years later, by the way.
To this day. Crazy.
Eddie's
crowd
up the
is
ladder.
Electric. Eddie chants all over Duluth.
Oh my goodness.
He is right on top of him with that ladder.
Yeah, he ain't jumping.
Tadpole another frog. But looks like Eddie hurt his knee there, so he can't quite go for the cover.
Yeah, suck it up.
He has him. Come on, just get an arm over him, Eddie.
Put your arm over it. You got it. 1, 2. Oh, pull the referee out.
JBL pulls Hebner out of the ring. Eddie Guerrero would have had a pinfall victory of the Undertaker. He still hasn't kicked out. Again, that shows you some respect.
Yeah.
From Taker, even though he didn't lose there. I mean, he didn't kick out either.
Exactly. He didn't King Kong Bundy it.
No, he did not.
Bitter much? Yeah, I am.
But gosh, man, I know that was only like less than 5 minutes.
That's 3 minutes, but it was incredible. 3 minutes.
Just Eddie and Taker by themselves. Another ladder to the face.
Perfect zero landing over the
Taker's
rope.
taking a beat again.
Yeah. Eddie's in control here,
game.
dude. Oh, golly.
Send up ladder in the corner. JBL goes into the ladder.
One amigo. There's the Larry. There's the Mo.
Got Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Martin Short.
Yeah.
Can we get Chevy Chase?
Dusty Bottoms. What are the 3 names? Dusty.
That's one of them. I don't remember.
Oh, I've got remember the other two. I was named the Three Stooges for some
I know.
reason.
Is that in your top 5 movies of all time?
Three Stooges?
Three Amigos.
Probably top 10 comedies.
I think it.
Mm.
You love that movie.
We are the
I do
three.
too. You used to quote it all the time.
Yeah. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah. Oh, punch to the tuchus. Right to the temple. What kind of jersey is my man wearing in the front row?
I don't know. I see Hogan.
I mean, it's Colonel Mustard and
Hogan's been flexing in the tie-dye.
The mustard seed next to him. Yeah, Hogan's flexing his pexin.
Flexing his pexin.
Yeah. Flexing the pecs now. Let begin. All right. Eddie's doing a march. What's he doing?
I see Elle Woods in the crowd from Legally Blonde.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Taker with Eddie up for the Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes. Big
boots.
Here comes. Leg drop. Ooh.
Oh, people's leg drop.
We said it at the same time. The people's leg drop. Booker pulled him off the cover. Barely.
Oh, Eddie kicks out of that. I don't think I've ever seen Taker do that.
No, the people's leg drop, bro. That's wild. Ooh, Goozle. To Booker.
Oh, shucky ducky. Chokeslam party.
Chokeslam City. He had some finishers stored up. Hit that L2 or whatever it is. Oh, going for a third chokeslam.
Three Amigos.
JBL. Oh, yeah, that's Larry Moe and Curly right there.
That's it. The Three Stooges.
Yeah. Oh, with the throat slash.
Throat slash. Gotta pull my blanket up. Getting excited.
Yeah, dude.
Getting chills. Oh, my goodness.
Get the chills. JBL's being hunted by the dead man, commentary says. They're good him up for the tombstone.
Oh, no!
Mother.
I said to watch the Heidenreich.
John Heidenreich came out of nowhere and ruined the tombstone.
Ruined it. You had to go and
ruin
everything.
Dude. Then I go and ruin it all by saying something stupid like, here comes Heidenreich. Jeez, this guy's a turd.
Oh.
The boss man slam. Don't even try that.
Don't sully the name of Ray Trailer. Some dude in the crowd just flicked Heidenreich off.
Thank you, guy in the crowd. Yeah, second that. Do it again.
So yeah, the cabinet could not interfere, but Heidenreich interferes. Oh, but Booker T kicks out. JBL's not going to win quite that easily.
Taker just beat Heidenreich in the ambulance match right before this, right? Survivor Series?
I think so.
Eddie kicks out.
Oh,
barely.
JBL. He's not going to do it.
Trifecta, Kenny Penn Taker.
Now he goes for Taker.
Is he going to
classic heel work here for JBL.
Oh, the sit up.
JBL backing away in fear.
Done.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Don't sully the good name of Sergeant Slaughter either. Golly. And the cameraman missed the clothesline from hell. And that's how JBL wins. How do you?
That's frustrating.
That's very frustrating. That's like watching a great movie and the ending sucks.
Absolutely. Give us an example.
Wicker Man. I'm just kidding.
Great movie.
In my eyes.
I think the ending made it better.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. That was the opposite of what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh, great movie that the ending just ruined it. I don't know. There's too many like thrillers like that, you know. So
that's true. That's true.
Jeez.
That was a wild ride, though. I tell you what.
That was fun. 30 minutes.
Very fun match. And I think another reason why people don't talk about this is that finish. Nobody wants to
Heidenreich, man.
Heidenreich ruining everything.
No, for all
but before that.
Yeah, for all the highlights of Taker's career you see in videos and vault matches, you never see Heidenreich in there.
No. Not seeing any Heidenreich matches on the WWE Vault channel being unlocked.
No.
Keeping those locked away.
Dude. Yeah, dude. Heidenreich.
That's a sign you should have taken to the.
Yeah, Heidenreich. More like Heidenreich. Yeah. More like Heineake. I don't know. Something.
Oh, no, that's what he did to Michael Cole.
Oh, on that note, good night from Atlanta, it says.
All right.
Oh, mother goose. I'd probably get you that in Atlanta if you wanted it. All right. Well,
give us a star rating on that one, Travis.
Man, that was a 3.5 star match, I'd say. 3.5, 4-star match.
I'd say 4.25 at least for me.
Well, I'm thinking about the ending. The ending really took it down. Yeah. I'm really thinking about the ending. So,
but very fun, very fun time capsule. It's crazy to believe 20 years. You know, when we started this podcast, I'm not sure people had a lot of nostalgia for 2004 quite yet. It was only 13 years ago, but man, that's a whole 2 generations away from that now. So I think we're really in the nostalgia wheelhouse for this ruthless aggression era at this time. And I think it's a hidden gem of that era.
It is, man. It absolutely is. And go out of your way to watch that match. If you're not doing anything and you got family over and you want to avoid them for 38 minutes, go hide and watch this match. Go hide and Reich. Just go hide.
Everybody go hide.
Don't do anything Reichish, but just go hide.
Go hide and Reich this holiday season.
No. Don't hide and Reich anybody ever.
Seriously, if nothing else, go see that little chunk of a mini singles match between Eddie and Undertaker in there. And go see the crowd go nuts for it and see them work the crowd into frenzy in just a couple of minutes. It is beautiful to watch, and it's a great glimpse into what might have been in one of our biggest, I think, fantasy dream matches of the Undertaker's career. So if nothing else, I think that's worth checking out if you've never seen it before.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Check it out. It's fun. Tell us what you think. Tell us, did you enjoy the 4 or 5 minute single match? It's kind of like that Taker and Shawn and the Royal Rumble, kind of getting a little mini match within the match, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of fun.
Good comparison. I like that. We'd love to hear your thoughts, of course. Hit us up on all the social media channels at Talking Taker, Facebook, Instagram. I'm still on Twitter. I really not been posting or doing much on there lately. You know, it feels like it's kind of dying out a little bit, but we're still on there. We'll still be posting and interacting on there a little bit, but maybe more on Facebook and Instagram these days. But of course, subscribe to the podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you listen out there. And of course, if you want to hear the original episode about this, you can go back to episode 107 in the archives and get the full Talking Taker archives wherever you listen. If you want to go back to any of the other Armageddons or any other TLC or December pay-per-views, you know, we got it all there. You can revisit all that, all the Survivor Series if you're still in a Survivor Series mood. Travis, you got any predictions that for Survivor Series that will be out of date by the time that this airs?
I predict that I think that I think The Rock might show up. I wouldn't be surprised if The Rock shows up.
It would make sense.
That's my only prediction. I think something shenanigan is going to happen during that main event, the War Games match. So I think Rocky might rear his little bald head. So, yeah, what about you?
We shall see. I will leave that to you. I don't follow it quite so much, so I will leave the predictions up to you.
All right. I'll take it.
I don't fully know everything, all the nuances of everything, but I will say, follow our buddies at the Bottom Line Cast, Mike Prue and JV. Haven't had a new episode this month, but I'm sure they will have something out soon. Of course, you can go through their entire archives, going through the career of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm Legend. I thought it was a great movie. The ending sucked.
That is a great example.
The alternate ending that they cut is way better. But I Am Legend, I thought that movie was fantastic. And the ending just ruins the whole theme of the entire movie.
Yeah.
It blows up the entire storyline you've been building for 2 hours to give this crappy ending. So yeah, there's your Heidenreich moment. There's your Heidenreich movie. So
And he is
I
legend.
knew I'd come up with one. Yeah, he am legend.
He am legend.
Yeah, he am legend.
Hancock was another Will Smith one. I don't know if it was it's a good first half.
It was like two different movies. Yeah, it changes halfway through to a whole different movie, and
completely
it was like,
different. Yeah.
What happened? Yeah, there's probably a bunch of comic book movies that could be that, like, they're great, and then like the third act kind of falls apart. I bet. So
yeah,
if I was so sleep deprived, I could probably think of them. But I Am Legend came to mind. I think that's a good one to say. So
yeah, that's actually a great example. Check out our buddy Watchalong Tommy, part of our Royal Rumble crew. He just posted his rankings of the Survivor Series main events through the years. So a great YouTube video ranking his favorite main event matches at Survivor Series. He's been doing a lot of those throughout the year, going back through pay-per-views every month and ranking the main event matches on there. Great.
Speaking of main event, check out Saturday night's main event's coming back December 14th. Main event, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, baby. Looking forward to that.
Absolutely. So, well,
talking about nostalgia. Saturday night main event coming back is awesome.
So. Tommy is going to that.
What?
Yeah, it's at. Is it at MSG or is it in Brooklyn? I can't remember.
Somewhere up there.
Somewhere in New York. So I thought about maybe trying to get him on for a bonus episode and maybe look back at one of the Undertaker Saturday night's main event matches. So maybe you'll see that in December, and then I might get on here with Randy and Steven and talk about the year in Undertaker figures and toys like we did last year. So there may be some more content coming in the month of December here on Talking Taker. So just, you never know when you might see a new episode dropping on your feed. So be sure you're checked out.
Guess what? We're going drop it like it's hot.
Drop it
just
like it's hot.
Said earlier. Yeah. How timely was that?
And I will say, I'm not going to tell you what we're doing for next month's episode because I think the last 3 months
cursed ourselves. The last 3 months.
We have. So just be here January 1st, and there'll be a new
hoping
episode.
And praying, and then we're going to drop it like it's hot.
It'll be a good one, no matter what.
When Heidenreich comes out, drop it like it's hot. When you try to order Armageddon 04, drop it like it's hot. Yeah. Never mind. It's not hot. The hot poo, basically.
You talk about a guy who's still as legendary and as relevant as he was 20 years ago. Snoop D-O double, baby.
Yeah, as he was 30 years ago. He's everywhere, dude. He called the Olympics this year. The Olympics.
I think the only person on TV more than him is Shaq or Steve Harvey. You cannot go through the flipping channels without seeing one of those three people on TV.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. Well, this is the December episode.
Black dudes that were famous in the 90s. They just got all nostalgia going in 2004. Man. Yeah. I love it.
Just want to recap the year in Talking Taker real quick. It's been another great year doing this with you, Travis. We started it off with a Royal Rumble 99 watch along, which Taker was not in, but he did interfere in.
Right. It wasn't an entrant, but he was in it.
He was in it. It was worth talking about. Then Tommy and we did a bonus episode ranking the top 10 undercard Royal Rumble matches of all time. Fun look at something a little different there. We did some more Coliseum video classics in the month of February, talking about Undertaker versus Tugboat and Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Mountie.
Yeah.
And that we saw some historic stuff in there. I think that was the first time Undertaker ever rolled his eyes back, was in one of the matches with Greg Valentine. So that was historic. We did an episode covering The Undertaker versus Sting. String Bean.
I'll be watching you.
Undertaker versus Sting. Oh yeah, not that Sting. But yeah, Sting retired this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Sting!
What a slip!
It's late. Oh my gosh.
What was the next month?
That was we did a watch along of WrestleMania 27 with Randy Turco.
Yeah.
So that was we had done all 3 of the other 4 matches in that Triple H Shawn Michaels trilogy. So we called in Randy to do a special watch along of that one. Then me and you got to watch.
Thought that might have been him and String that year.
We did. That was what we were hoping for.
Yeah.
Then we went all the way back to World Class and did The Undertaker versus the Iron Claw. So, in celebration of that movie, we watched some great matches of Taker against the Von Erichs and against Uncle Elmer, Taurus Bulba.
The only Taurus I celebrate.
And
Ford Taurus Bulba.
That was a great episode.
Jeopardy before and after. Ford Taurus Bulba.
We did the Thursday Night War, the very first premiere episode of SmackDown for its 25th anniversary. We had Mike and JV on to talk about that, SmackDown versus Thunder. We revisited Backlash 07 with Watchalong Tommy. We did the new Skyscrapers, every match in the complete history of the new Skyscrapers. Me, Mark, and Dangerous Dan Spivey. That was a great episode. Some classic WCW content. Teddy Long.
The Jobber Beatdown.
Oh my gosh. We did one that was near and dear to your heart, Travis. Batman meets The Undertaker. We finally dug deep through the entire movie history of Batman and compared it all to The Undertaker. SummerSlam 99, 25-year anniversary watch along. That classic tag team match with Big Show and X-Pac. We, of course, went to SummerSlam 24, me and Tommy and Randy and Uncle Dave, and had our recap of that and our One Dead Man Show experience. Then we sadly said goodbye to Psycho Sid, did a tribute to him, that watched along that WrestleMania 13 main event. And then we had the Undertaker's complete Hell in a Cell history. So some
pretty
deep
packed
cuts.
Yeah.
Packed year, but went in some really fun explorations, revisited some classic matches, and dug up some footage I never thought we'd talk about on here.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was fun. It's a good year. Packed with guests, too. Yeah, we had lots of guests.
Had some guests, had some bonus shows, and more in store to come in 2025. So stay tuned to that same Taker channel, same Taker time.
That's right. Nice. Talking Taker Vault coming soon because we've been on the air for 7 years.
I have to dig into the archives. See if I can find some of the lost episodes.
Oh, geez. If we could find that one. Oh, the international incident or whatever it was. That was the one. We've only had a couple disappear, right? Just 2?
Maybe just 2. I know that one. I think we might have had one more.
Maybe we had one years later, but it was fine. So
yeah.
Speaking of Taker, I've been sipping out of my WrestleMania 27 cup all night tonight. So he's not front and center. He's side and center, though. Right there. There he is. So
some legends on there.
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
Hopefully,
legends.
They have not had souvenir cups the last few pay-per-views I've been to. Maybe they'll have one at the Rumble.
This one's got legends like Alberto Del Rio and John Morrison on it.
Also, I'll give one of those legendary status. Maybe.
Well, one's legendary like Heidenreich, if you know what I'm saying. One of the other one's John Morrison.
Oh, wrap it up, man. Wrap it up.
That's what... Never mind. All right.
Put us out of our misery.
Yeah. All right, guys. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Spin your dreidel. All the things. Light the menorah. light the tree, put the Taker star on top, whatever you got to
Happy
do, man.
Festivus.
Happy Festivus for the rest of us. Have Jesus and Santa on the same night, just like this pay-per-view did. whatever you got to do, have a good time. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your family. We hope you enjoyed the Survivor Series that we were talking about before it happens, but it just happened as this drops. So, yeah, enjoy all the holidays. Have fun out there. As always, take her easy.